Oh,
Like,
maybe I'll make the beeping noises for you then.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will that help?
Okay. Hey,
Hi.
guys.
Hey,
Hello.
Robin. You're still awake.
Robin.
Oh, you beautiful human.
Yay.
So we're running real late because I think,
we've had some technical difficulties per usual. And
this one's
the
a scary one, though.
This
it
one
seems
is
like,
very scary one.
Hey. Yeah, I think our older Mac
that we always record our podcast
2015
on it's not doing all the stuff and things that it should be doing.
Threw a big green screen at us and then was trying to reboot.
And that's all very kind of scary, especially for me, because it's how I edit all of the cat tips and how I edit the podcast and how I do stuff and things. I don't know what we do without technology, guys, right? Like, I mean, life would be boring, wouldn't it?
Tina, what the sock drawer opening and closing on its own? Yeah, we have a haunted closet. I should have just let it. Should have just let it go. Did it come up?
Yes, it actually is coming up.
So we just decided we're gonna go live and then
we'll figure it out with you guys.
We'll figure it out on our own.
But we have an exciting podcast today. It is a 1 month anniversary.
Yeah, y'all.
From Adrian joining
since my last
new
day.
World, a whole new world.
It really is. It really, really is. Oh, wow, how exciting. My cat is starting raw food tomorrow, and my other cat is getting spayed. Woo, cat 2 is so stubborn. I would like to have a toast to that.
Yes, absolutely.
Our baby switching over to raw food was definitely harder for me than it was for them. So congratulations.
Best decision you can make. Best decision you can make.
Lois is here. Hello, love. I saw that you missed on the Facebook. I saw that you actually jumped on the Facebook Live, the VIP Live, and I missed your face. I hope you were well.
Did she?
Yeah, I saw when we were on
the Zoom or on the live.
It was on the Facebook Live. I missed the comment from her when we were going back through.
I love all of our beautiful VIPs. It's so refreshing. I know today we got off and we were like, it kind of seemed like a chill day. Like everybody was just kind of
got to catch up and
which I don't think is
get a tour of Jessica's new place.
Yes.
It was great. Trisha, we missed your face today. Where are you, beautiful?
Bad tool.
He likes it.
Okay, I'm going to test this real quick, guys, because we have to test first. Normally, we do this before we jump on the live, so just give me 1 second.
Testing.
1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Watch.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Testing.
That's no bueno.
So that one doesn't work. Let's try this.
Oh, Lois, I would have resent you the Zoom link. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tina said, Jody and I behaved ourselves, and Bex wasn't there, so
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I think that's it. There wasn't like the crazies going on. Testing.
Cross your fingers, this works.
Yeah, I think that's it. There wasn't like the crazies going on. Testing.
All right, so this may not actually work today.
Hold up, wait a minute. Don't.
Jay is not finished working her magic. Oh, she is unfaded. We're only like a half an hour late to start, so why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's try.
It's a beautiful, happy Sunday. We don't have another live for an hour, so we're good.
Right, we're good. If you guys are good, we're good.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
We're
good. Do you guys hear that buzz?
Can you hear
what
it?
What is going on?
We hear it. And that is not fun.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys are very bored while we're sitting here. I got to say something. We're super excited. Coming up in a week from now, we're going to be doing that interview. Our VIPs know about it with
none other than Kate Benjamin
from House Panther. And I have to tell you, so it's all about catifying spaces for our babies.
Even if it's small.
Yeah, even if it's small spaces. Yep. But I have got to say, so we built the catwalk that a lot of you guys are familiar with. Dana, hello, love.
Even if it's small.
Why? That catwalk, especially the part that's right like by the big window in front, it is just covered in cats these last 2 days. Denise, can you fix this, please?
Can you come here and fix this, please?
Like they're just laid out. It's like piles of cats. They love it. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what's changed, but it is like piles of cats.
This is our lucky day. This is our lucky.
This is the one.
This is it. This is going to work. This is going to work.
Manifest.
This is our lucky day. This is our lucky. This is it. This is gonna work.
The power of manifestation.
The power of manifestation.
Okay, you guys, let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Finally. Wow. I really thought we were going to lose it.
You know what it is?
It was a scary green screen. It was not rebooting. We thought this might be its last moment.
Gone. It was gone.
I was gone forever. Hey, quit trying to look at my shorts.
All
Whoa,
right.
you be careful.
Hello. Bad shot. Okay, guys.
Let's
Let's record a podcast. What are we talking about
real.
again? This is 81. Welcome to episode number 0081 of Back in the Closet with the two crazy cat ladies. Today marks 1 month.
It's a month anniversary.
It's a month anniversary. Today marks 1 month that Adrian has been a full-time crazy cat lady. Still not getting paid, but you know, it's something we're working on. But she's happy. I think we have discussed very briefly about how, you know, the
last night. So the inspiration for this was really a conversation we were able to have last night, which was a great day, you guys. Back in the closet, Trap King Sterling Davis in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, handsome. It was a really exciting day because we had a number of things we had to accomplish, but we also had a very late night the night before.
Yeah.
With some dear friends.
We didn't go to bed till 3 a.m.
3 a.m. And then we were up at 7:30.
My parents knocked at the door.
When her folks came by. But we kind of like laid back down in the bed for a little while. And then you know what it's like when you know there's a lot of things you got to get done. It's like there's this anxiety, but you're also really
what it's like.
The whole point of this, and Jay had a great title for this one, when everything changes, change everything. Right?
Mm-hmm. Like, it's actually a book by Neil Walsh that I read many years ago.
Yeah.
And it's all about, you know, embracing change, but finding the peace in it actually it's just kind of self-explanatory. When everything changes, change everything. And that's kind of what
keep everything the same I think for us, I think the conversation last night and the reason this is kind of a fun podcast for us is because, you know, as my last day on the 25th of June was coming up, we had lots of thoughts and plans about what that next Monday was going to look like when I was finally here full time. And it was going to be this, and this. And then this was going to happen. And this is what we're going to do. And probably not next week, but then the week after that, we're going to add this, and this. And you guys know that Jay is type A OCD.
Well, if you don't, you do now.
You do now. And she likes to call me type B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I'm not a type A. We're very yin yang. We've always been. In fact, this year we've known each other for 20 years. So we've learned and lived a lot together.
Wow.
Yeah. It just aged us.
Yeah.
And we met as fetuses, as feti.
Yes. We used to play with each other's toes.
Little chubby toes.
Is this little piggy went to market?
But we really did think we had lots of plans, and our team knows this too. I mean, we had a team meeting, and it was like, here are the things that we're going to start doing. And I think that first week was a little bit of a roller coaster because it didn't look anything like the plan. Nothing worked out that way. And there were, you know, when you're running a business, there's always going to be something that pops up. There's always going to be something you've got to handle. Or there's going to be crisis control here, or what's going on with the website there, or there's always going to be something like that. But it wasn't anything like what we planned.
Week number 1, I don't think we really had a plan yet in week number 1. And I talked myself through that. And I talked to you about it too. I said, It's going to take, you know, a couple weeks. Let's give it a month. Let's give it a full month, but it's going to take a couple weeks to try to like figure out where like each piece is going to be, like where you're going to be best.
Just like, cause you're going to have to be best at something.
Right. Well, I mean, we already kind of knew. No, but I mean, you know, like where you're going to find your comfortable, you know, spot. I mean, people think that like, a lot of people think that just like running your own business is just, you sleep in, you get up, you do a little, this isn't a hobby when it's actually business, there are many moving parts. You are the accountant, you are the shipping department, you are the customer service, you are the IT department, you are, like you're doing you are the social media, you are the, so you're juggling all these different things. And it was really hard when Lindsay came on last year to be like, okay,
start
delegating. But really it turned out that, Lindsay was so good at what I didn't really have to do a whole lot of delegation per se, until Trish came on. And then it was actually being like, okay, you want to, it was more like, okay, we need to do this, but I don't have time to do this. And so Lindsay's going to do this. And because she's great at that, and I don't have time to do it because I'm doing the other thing. So then when Trish came on, also last year, at the end of last year, it was she started asking, I can help
Can we help with this? Can
I help with this? Can I help with that? And I was like, actually, yeah, I can delegate some of these things off, and that would give me more time to start working on the other things, or to just be a little bit less stressed. And I found out that I was a little bit less stressed. Well, Adrian's coming in, and Adrian is 50% owner of the company. So it's like, okay, she's probably going to be able to take this off, and I'll be fine delegating to Adrian. Right. But then it was like, okay, maybe what we, it was just kind of like
it was finding it. I mean, even though like I just said, we've known each other for 20 years. We know each other very well. We know that we're very yin yang in a lot of ways, but we also have like an idea of how, even after 20 years, week 2, I think, was an exercise in us recognizing that we weren't going to change each other at all. There were things about how I do things that Jay was like, you will learn that this is how you do it. And it's like, no, I won't, because this is how I do it, right? So there's different ways. And then I think the whole part of actually being here full time is, it takes a minute to really get plugged in. There was, 90% of my mental palette up until the 25th of June was not plugged in here. It was being here for, helping to make cat tips, doing our lives, helping with the little things that I could here and there, but really being able to plug in completely and recognize that this is my full-time mind time now. And I get to figure out how to best plug into this.
Yeah.
And some of your ideas are very, very helpful to me. But I also have ways that I do things, or just part of how I work, that I can't necessarily learn the way that you would like me to do it. Right.
And so I have had to kind of, okay, that's actually, it's working out really well for her to do the things that she does in the way that she does them, instead of the way that I have been doing them. So
in some ways, there are other things I'm like, I got to get way more efficient about this. I can't, it's very hard, especially working with some of the more difficult cases that we work with, where there's something heartbreaking happening. I'm 300% into this one conversation while there's 15 other people, and now I'm way behind, and then other people have to pick up some slack for me. You know what I mean? So I need to figure out how to more efficiently handle certain things, for sure. But it's this whole experience of, everything is different now.
Yeah.
This whole thing has really changed. Even though we think we have an idea of what it's going to look like moving forward, we always said, it's like, when Lindsay was moving out, it was like, when Lindsay gets here, it'll be this. When Trish was working for us, when Trish is here now, we can do this. And then it was, when Adrian gets here, we can do this.
And it's a running joke with our team. It's like, when Adrian gets here, when Lindsay gets here, we're going to do this when, and it's always this, and I mean, and now there's a piece. I've had a struggle with myself over the past month, quite a bit. I mean, it's a struggle that I've always had with myself, but I think now I'm having it a lot more, because I'm a type A, but I'm also, which means I like things in order, and I like to do things structurally, right? For me, it tends to happen more efficiently when I have a structure in place. And I think that's actually just a going thing for business in general. It's not like you don't have to be type A, but the business has to be type A.
Somebody has to be
organized in order for a business to work. Right. But for me,
and you got help with Trish on that too. Trish is also very organized.
I know. It's like, it's me and Trish. Yeah. Me and Trish are like Yeah.
The type A's. Me and
type
Lindsay
A's.
are more type B, but Lindsay's just more talented than me. I'm learning.
She's also very fast and efficient.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm getting there.
Yes, you will learn. No, but there's also this part of me that's a go-getter. I don't know what that go-getter is.
You're excited, you're ambitious, you're always looking for.
Maybe ambitious. Yeah. And so there are many things that we still haven't done. And I keep telling myself we're only at the 1 month mark. Like we're going to work it in. We have to work that. But there's so many things content that I want to create specifically for free, to really help valuable content that's going to really help masses in so many ways, and questions that we get like that we can do, we have the ability to do, but we have to figure out how we can work it in to the schedule. And hopefully, because we've kind of we're working on working the schedule to where we have like almost a day off, not really an actual day off, but like a day that we can take to ourselves, which I think is really important because
it's part of finding the balance. I mean, I think that's part of the issue for the past, 6 years is that there's never really been, we've always been on.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think, we love being on, right? So that's not a big deal, but then it's like, okay, we're not going to be doing like content creation, for instance, on a Saturday. We're not doing content creation on a Saturday. But then it's like, but when are we going to get this done? We're going to have to give up a Saturday. Or how else is it going to work? You know, like, and my patience is, I think, the hardest part when it's like.
Right. So even if there is like time that we've got, whatever, you're already thinking about the 17 things that are on the list for when we can do something. And it's like, well, I should be using this time for that. And I think that's the thing is, that really gives us a spiritual, emotional, mental imbalance that is hard to keep up with the quality of what we want to do when we're not refilling our tanks. Do you know what I mean?
True.
So working this new schedule is going to be very exciting. And yesterday was that's why we're having this conversation. Yesterday was a really good example of us being able to work together, stay on the same page, still relax a little bit, recover is more like it.
We stayed in bed until 2:00 in the afternoon and still somehow got up, got all the orders out in the mail. We packed them together. We got a new IT
caught up on all the Facebook messages, caught up on the text
messages,
and got all of our printed material printed.
Yeah.
Came back and did a website update that we had we're implementing something. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Doing something else that we've been putting off because we just haven't had the time, like just 2 hours to just do something. It's like, well, yeah, it's 6:00 on a Saturday, but yeah, we can do that now and we can do it together and be productive. It was a great experience of being able to get done what we needed to get done, staying on the same page, being productive together. And we did. I mean, we had to, split forces and get different things done by ourselves. We did some of it together, but it was really a refreshing day of realizing that, no, this is not looking exactly like either one of us thought that it would be once I'm here full time.
Right.
But we are making
I had a picture of what the day-to-day was going to look like when you're here full time, as far as like I guess that my day today is going to basically be the same, like this, but I just had and I still do. I have an idea that there's going to be much more accomplished now that you're here than there has been, right? And because we've been accomplishing all the things that we're accomplishing when you were working for a different company. Right. So now we have like the ability to accomplish a lot more.
Right.
And I'm like anxious to figure out where we can put that more in to the schedule so that we can really,
Well, and I think that's the exciting thing is that it is starting to fall into a new routine in a way. And as we get, and I totally take ownership of the fact that I've got to get more efficient, more comfortable with a lot of the things that are going to be most helpful so that when we have our mornings really blowing through a lot of these, like customer service questions, dealing with situations that are going on, that by 11 o'clock, we will be kind of caught up instead of me still being like, help me with this one. I'm not sure what to say. You know what I mean? Like there's still a lot of learning that I'm doing as far as, yes, being efficient, trying to not be too all in on just one situation. Right. It's hard for me to emotionally extract myself from different situations. So there is a learning curve.
From a sick kitty. Right.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's just no way to be like, okay, well, good luck. But yeah. Jay's always like, you don't have to have the last word. Just stop.
Just move on to the next person. Come on. We've got a lot of cats to help, not just this one case, but it is at the same time, like your involvement in that. I see the benefit of that, I see that. And I feel like we just learned today that like Clubhouse is now on Facebook. Did you know that?
Rooms
it's not
Facebook
Clubhouse, but it's an audio room, which is the same concept as which we knew this was going to happen, right? When a new platform comes out like TikTok, right? Then comes Reels, then comes like there's all the social media platforms are implementing the new thing because everybody loves this, so they're going to try to implement the same kind of thing into their platform. So Facebook now has this audio room where you can do the same thing that you do on Clubhouse. Where you talk to people and you can bring them on stage or bring them up and we can have like a live Q&A. And I think those sessions are going to be really
more valuable because we can ask the follow-up questions.
Yeah. Even a Q&A Wednesday live on Facebook and TikTok, it's like you ask a question and we're answering based on the information that we have from that question itself. And sometimes we don't even see if there's like more follow-up and you can't really be like, well, let me ask you this question and then sit there and wait for it because there's more questions coming in. So it's kind of like a rapid fire answer based on the information that we have.
If someone is saying something, it's like, well, it would help to know, like, when was the last wellness exam? Right. How old is the cat?
Yeah,
have they ever had a history of this?
Yeah.
So those kinds of things, I think it's going to be fun to start implementing. And that's the frustration, right? Is that there is so much. You are always looking for ways to make what we do more valuable, right, more easily accessible, and there's constantly new stuff coming up. So there's that frustration of we should be doing this now, and we need to add this into the routine, and we need to get this on the schedule, and when are we going to do the recipe video, and all of these things. And I feel like it is a lot of that is making time. It's getting to the place where it's like, okay, regardless of what's going on at 1:30, it's like we have a meeting, a commitment to film the recipe,
make content,
be ready for it, show up for it. And I think that's the hardest thing that we butt heads against is, or not butt heads against. Ooh.
No, but that's the structure that we said, right? As soon as we're done with our afternoon lives, then we do content creation. And then, but then we tend to do, and we do, I mean, we have been, right? We have been filming our cat tips during the week. We've been doing, like Lindsay is helping with making more.
But we haven't added in like the new elements on different platforms. We haven't added in the recipes that we want to put on YouTube or how to do teasers for those, or there's all of these things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be never ending, but it is about
that's exciting.
Us finding out how
that's
to
an exciting part of it.
Utilize our time better together.
Yeah.
And still get done everything, that list of things like IT department, customer service, shipping department, like that's a part of every day for us.
Yes.
Like every day those things need to be.
No, but that's the structure. That's the structure part of it, right? So we said, we're going to start at our 8:30 a.m. Well, I mean, we start way before that. At 8:30 is our meeting. And then we go into the desk work and the blog writing and the customer service and email follow-ups and all the stuff and things that we have to get done to keep business flowing. And then we clock out of that at a certain time and do content creation. And then we go back to it and catch up what we missed over the past 3 hours, right? Like, I think that's
and it's getting there. I mean, it's getting more structured. It's not as overwhelming.
True.
As we start figuring out the spaces for everything, it is.
Yeah. But from a regardless of my type A or whatever.
I know somebody asked from the questions, what are our signs? Jay is a Libra.
And she's a Capricorn.
So she's like the scales, the balance, and I'm just a goat.
Yep. She's a goat. So, but like asking you, like from your perspective, what do you like most, or do you like, how are you feeling about not working in you were an assistant, right? But so like not working in that world, and instead just totally focused on the cat world. How does it feel from your perspective to
it's living the dream.
Is it?
It is like, living the dream. It's living the dream from the perspective of, this is the dream. This is the dream that we've been building for 6 years.
Yeah.
It feels very surreal still because I've been working full time this whole time. So it feels a little like you're, having your feet firmly planted in thin air.
Yeah.
Right? That faith aspect of it.
Oh, from a financial I haven't even thought about that yet. I mean, I guess just because we're still living on our savings.
Right. But it's helped me be a lot more present. I don't have I'm avoiding that hamster wheel of, we've got X amount of savings left. I'm staying off the hamster wheel. Or we've got, what happens in 2 years from now? What if this happens? What if that happens? Like, it's just, we've put all of our eggs in one cat basket. Like, what if, staying off that hamster wheel, where I think, when you're working full time, it's like I was always worried about those things for someone else. And then secondarily, how it's going to affect us, or what's the job security like? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's living the dream because it helps me be more present. It's every day is, sure, we have the content creation, we have the business aspect of things, but every day we're plugging into people's lives and ideally positively impacting their cat's life in some way. That is, to me, living the dream, especially when we have not the totally heartbreaking situations, but something where it's like, oh my God, we went through that with Pooh Bear. I'm so excited to tell them, like, this is going to help. This is going to work. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's very exciting to me to be forced in a way to be present, to my favorite quote, persevere in the exact fulfillment of the obligations of the moment. And the obligations of the moment now are part of the dream we've been building for 6 years. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been thinking about the financial aspect personally with us. And that's very interesting, isn't it? Because I'm the one that stresses the most about those kind of things. But after our bankruptcy, how many years ago was that now? 4? 3?
3.
I stopped focusing on all of that stuff. Like, I don't even know how many orders we get a day until you tell me. I'm just like, let's just go. And it keeps my stress away from that. And that keeps my energy moving forward to do more things.
Well, I think really the financial freak out for me happened right around a certain situation on the 30th of June, where I was realizing, this is going to be different.
You got your last paycheck.
Right. Yeah. But it did force me to not think about it. We've known for a long time that when we start thinking numbers, we stop.
The numbers stop. The numbers go backwards when we think about them.
Right. It becomes the focus of the perspective.
Right.
Instead of focusing on all the other things, it's that little nagging hamster wheel that you're on, and then it pollutes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it was after that week that it was very significant or very important for me to, every time I caught myself thinking about it, to stop and plug back into the moment.
Right.
So that's been really helpful. And every day since then has been, I know that there are things that I still need to learn and become more efficient with and whatever. But by and large, I see that we do have a system that's developing that's very productive. It is going to help. It's like Gary Vee said today on whatever we were listening to.
That was the audio room that we found out.
Yeah, on that new audio room that someone was asking about, do you only do one platform? Do you only focus on building one platform? And he said, I paraphrase, but he said, it depends on how broad your shoulders are. He said, ideally it's whatever you can handle. So no, I'm not going to say only do Facebook. If you can do TikTok, do TikTok. If you can do Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, do all, like, how broad are your shoulders? What can you handle? And what I feel is that even though we're still getting our bearings, we got a lot more shoulders. We got a lot more that we can lift now together with our team. It's like we're all finding our places, and it's and being very productive and passionate about it. It's living the dream.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I love it. I love it. Do you love it?
Yeah.
So yeah, good. I'm glad that you're
Was this like a post-hire interview? Was this
Is that what it feels
like? Am I
like?
still on probation?
Yes, you're still on probation.
Like, I need to go back to work. Just go get it. Go get a job.
No, I think.
How do you feel a month in?
I think I think that I thought that it was gonna feel different.
What do you mean?
I think I thought that, and I guess we do. Like I'm excited about like having a little bit more. I'm really excited about filming our cat tips during the week and having a Sunday morning where it's not stressful. I don't wake up because I have for the past year that just like high stress because we got to get this done and we got to do it
always
today.
15 minutes behind
and always late, right? So, so I enjoy or
30 minutes behind like today.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying that aspect. But I think I thought that we were going to be doing a lot more hands-on together, and then realizing that it's actually going to be more efficient if we do a lot of this stuff separately.
Mm-hmm.
So I am getting excited about doing more of the content creation so we can do a lot of this stuff together. But yeah, we're getting busy, business is growing. And so I think it's, you going into the slots where it works best for you, and me staying in the slots where it works best for me and where we're being most efficient, I think it's probably, a godsend, honestly, because if we were doing everything together all the time, we'd probably end up butting heads or get really tired of each other. So the fact that you're doing your side and I'm doing my side is great, I think. Yeah. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. I just thought about this today, that your stress is lower and I can feel that, like your energy, like you with your day job would get frustrated a bit. And
a bit. Oh, you're being very kind.
But you did, like, there were things that were just high stressed, very gotta do, go, like I'd hear you all the time. And I know just to stay away or whatever, but I feel that weight lifted from you, and it's making my energy better, I think, too. Like just the energy in the house, it's making everything a lot better. So I really like that part. Yeah.
Should we keep doing this, you think?
Sure, why not?
I think we should.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, let's roll with it.
So anyway, guys, I think that's going to wrap up this podcast. Just remember, when everything changes, change everything.
Why not?
Yeah. And we've changed so many things too. I know. Like physically, like you have your own office now.
I have my own office.
Like we built an office space.
We didn't build.
We didn't build.
It wasn't. There was no drywall involved.
No, we moved things around and made an office. But
it's very exciting, and the babies love it.
Yeah.
Pooh Bear comes up to my office now. Madison loves to hang out in it. It's just Twist will come up and hang out. It's very exciting.
Let's go live this week in your office.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go live on Facebook or TikTok in her office. Probably Facebook. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and come join us tonight. It's Sunday night. So if you're not going to be listening to this on the podcast on Sunday, but every Sunday we are live at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook for a cat tip review. For those of you guys that are here, I hope to see you in a bit. And for everybody else, have a beautiful day.
Oh, that was good.
Shout out to Rachel.
Love you guys. We'll see you soon.